are watching the multi-awarded Radio Bandido TV on channel 224 Sky Cable and TV Plus boxes, simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m., informing, advising, and entertaining the Filipinos and OFWs around the world. Streaming live on www.facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. or on YouTube, channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the station.
This is 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗶𝗀𝗀. Join us as we explore tourism, lifestyle and entertainment, amazing sports, news and current events, only here on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido TV.
Watch and listen to Litrato Philippines every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Airing on Sky Cable Channel 224 and on all DTT boxes. Simulcasting online on Facebook and YouTube. Listen and watch on your mobile devices. Just search DZRJ Radio Bandido.
Ayan, magandang hapon po sa lahat po nanonood ng Litrato Philippines at araw po ng Sabado, no? March 30, no? Actually, bukas March 31 at next week, April na. Medyo naiya po ako sa mga guests ko kasi nakapistura sila ako naka-t-shirt lang kasi nga po galing po ako sa labas, sobrang init din po at bumiyahe lang din po. Pagpasensyahan nyo na po. Ngayon lang naman po dahil nagmamadali din po ako. Anyway, tawag dito, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat at inimbitaan muna namin kayo manood na programa Litrato Philippines. Mapapanood nyo kami ng live by Sky Cable Channel 224 at sa lahat po ng TV boxes and DTT boxes nationwide. At syempre, mapapakinggan nyo rin po kami sa aming talapitan DZRJ 10 a.m. at sa aming social media account facebook.com/DZRJ 10 a.m. at ang aming YouTube channel DZRJ 10 a.m. Radio Bandido TV. At meron din po kaming apps, no? Stream apps, Radio Garden apps via iOS and Android. Then search DZRJ 10 a.m. para po mapakinggan nyo po kami sa buong mundo. So yung mga OFW dyan sa malalayang lugar na gusto makinig ng mga balita dito sa DZRJ 10 a.m. Marami na po tayong ways para mapakinggan ang ating mga programa dito. Meron tayong radyo, meron tayong TV, meron po tayong social media account at meron din po tayong mga apps. So wala na pong dahilan para po ma-miss nyo mga balita dito sa DZRJ 10 a.m. Radio Bandido TV. At ngayong araw, may mga kasama po tayong mga guests. Siyempre, napakaganda ng mga ating guests ngayon at mukhang wala yung medyo na hindi kaya-aya. Pero anyway, no, unahin po muna natin yung ating guest, no, na yung dati ko pang kaibigan, no, na from Isabela, no, ang ating isa sa mga kandidata Isabela sa Miss Philippines Earth 2021, walang iba kundi si Ma'am Senet Can. Ayan. Hi, Sen. Magandang
Hi po, Sir Mike. Hi to everyone who's watching right now. I am Zenet Joy Can, 25 years old, and as Sir Mike said, I am from the agricultural province of the North and the corn capital of the Philippines, the province of Isabela, Northern Luzon. Good afternoon, guys, and thank you, Sir Mike, for having us.
Yes, oo. At excited din kami, no? So for sure, no, sa mga nanonood po sa inyo dyan, pwede nyo naman po yan i-share, no? At sa mga gusto magtanong, mag-drop lang po kayo ng question dyan po sa ating live. And definitely, no, titingnan natin yan later on para ma-i-address natin yung mga question nyo sa ating mga beauty queens. Ngayon naman, meron po tayong isa, no, ngayon ko lang siya nakilala, pero talagang napakaganda rin. Pero dati rin siyang kandidata ng Binibining Pilipinas, no? Former Binibining Pilipinas candidate from Batangas City, I'm sure, no? Hindi nang ni-represent niya. Ang ating kaibigan, no, na si Miss, napakagandang Miss 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗽𝗶 Malaluan. Hi, magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon. So magandang hapon po sa lahat ng nanonood sa atin. And yes, ako po si 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗿 Malaluan from the home of the brave, the green industrial city of Batangas. And of course, don't forget to share this video so you can also invite your family and friends to watch this amazing sit-down talk with Sir Mike and of course with Janet.
Ayan. Actually, si Sen at si Ira, no, I think magkakilala na sila personally, no? At dahil galing sila sa isang camp. Ay, syempre bago natin, gusto ko munang i-extend ng ating pasasalamat sa aming kaibigan na si Direk Rogil. Ayan. Ang aming pinakapaboritong mentor, no, ng ating kagandahang Flores. Ayan. Sir Rogil Flores, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat, sir. At I hope okay lang po. At bumabati po kami sa lahat po ng KF Beauties, no? Ayan. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Ayan. Sa mga nanonood, mga KF Beauties. Anyway, no, ngayong araw pag-usapan natin syempre ang ating mga regarding sa ating beauty queens. Una syempre, since parehas silang galing sa Miss Philippines Earth at yung isa lalaban naman sa Miss Philippines Earth, ask natin, no, regarding muna sa situation natin ngayon during tag-init, no? At ramdam niyo na rin yung init factor ngayon dito sa Pilipinas, lalo na sa Metro Manila. I think ganun din sa mga probinsya nyo, sa Batangas, sa Isabela, kasi lalo sa Isabela, kasi ng time na punta ko doon, sobrang init din, no? Grabe, no? Dahil patag din po yun, walang bundok masyado na harang doon. Talagang pag mainit talaga doon, no? So, tanungin natin, how would you come up with the yung weather natin ngayon, sobrang init, nakakapaso sa balat. Actually, morning pa, nakakapaso na sa balat. Paano nyo na-maintain yung ganda dahil kahit na sa sobrang init ng panahon ngayon?
Actually po, it all starts with ourselves. So, sa sarili pa lang natin, we need to reduce our carbon footprint. So, for example, kung hindi naman sobrang init and it's tolerable, instead of using air conditioner, we can just open our windows, diba? Because one little step from each of us, diba, those micro activities can have a macro effect, a good effect on our environment. And what I love po kasi, since I'm from Isabela Province, pinatupad po ng government namin, since agricultural, after po ng taniman ng palay, kapag dry na yung palay, pinagbabawal po nila na mahigpit ang pagsusunog ng mga basura of any kind. So that's one way of reducing the carbon footprint.
Magaling talaga yung mga official ng Isabela, kasi bukod sa na-encourage nila yung mga kabataan na to help them to clean the whole Isabela. Maniwala kayo sa hindi, tataka ko bakit wala akong makita maski isang upos ng sigarilyo sa kalsada sa Isabela. Alam niyo po kung bakit? Kasi every hour may naglilinis po doon na mga estudyante from college, high school. Sabi ko talaga, ganun daw yung parang isa sa parang activities ng schools nila. Totoo ba yun, Sen?
Yes po. Actually, hindi lang sa activities sa school, pero as Isabelinos, ever since we were little, it was instilled to us na we need to have the value of diligence and as well as our care and love for the Mother Nature. Kasi nga, we come from an agricultural province. Our livelihood starts from nature. So we have to be the stewards of nature as well.
Kaya pag pupunta kayo na Isabela, huwag kayong magkakalat na ko. Mahihiya kayo doon kasi sobrang nakakaawa naman yung mga estudyante. Walis, ikaw kalat ng kalat, di ba?
Yes,
anyway, punta naman tayo sa Batangas. Batangas, isa sa mga paboritong puntahan ng mga taga-NCR kasi bukod sa napakalapit at mga maraming beaches, no? Isa sa mga pumapasok sa isip, beaches, Batangas tayo. Ayun ang unang pumapasok sa isip na kasi medyo malayo na yung Zambales, mga ganyan. So Batangas, right after Cavite lang, andyan na tayo, di ba? So mga I think 1 hour and a half via SLEX or Cavitex, mararating nyo na yung Batangas, no? Kasi hindi naman ganun ka-traffic pagka nakatungtong na kayo papunta ng mga Tagaytay, no? Pababa nun, Batangas area na. Anyway, tanungin natin si Ira. Ira, yung init factor sa area mo, at I think kung either in Manila ka or in Batangas right now, paano mo na-maintain yung beauty mo na hindi masyadong apekto sa yung init factor ngayon?
Okay, so as a Miss Philippines Earth candidate, you really have to be there for your advocacy. So it's really important that you also maintain your physical appearance. So I always wear sunblock by having good skincare because of course we wear makeups, but kailangan pa rin na pangalagaan namin yung skin namin. So it's really important to have a good skincare routine. It really depends on your type of skin. If you're oily, acne-prone skin, so you really have to consider that. And I'm just really glad because I was given a privilege, of course, to be a candidate of Miss Philippines Earth because me as a person, I'm really a cause-driven person and I can see that Miss Philippines Earth also has the same vision and same purpose. So I'm really excited for that and I'm just really excited to really offer my beauty for the earth by, of course, wearing sunblock and drinking lots of water. Yeah.
Anyway, ask ko lang, ano ba yung pinaka-team ngayon na Miss Earth? Kasi dati 3, no, last year. Ngayon, ano ngayon?
So for the theme now of Miss Philippines Earth, it's all about heritage. So I'm really glad actually because my advocacy is also related to the current theme of Miss Philippines Earth, which is heritage. So my advocacy, it's all about 𝗟𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗶𝗀. It's about sustainable tourism and eco-agriculture for the people and the planet. So going back to the theme of Miss Philippines Earth, so heritage is all about treasuring the legacy of our past, like what we do now for us to pass on to the future next generation. And I was just really glad kasi I'm really fond of like learning about cultures and exploring the traditions of each and every place. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And I heard there will be a lot of out of town, so
Di
you
ba?
have to watch out for that.
Actually, sa MP, Miss Philippines Earth, ito yung pageant na actually not only promoting yung ating environment, but also parang isa rin sa purpose nila is nagkakaroon silang pagkakataon ma-promote yung tourism ng kada probinsya. No, kasi ang dami nilang provinces na binibisit and napakarami nilang activities in order not only to show their love on the environment itself, but also to encourage people na maging diligent din sila to help these beauty queens na kung ano yung activity nila for environment, ganun din sana yung gawin nila in daily basis. No, kasi siyempre ang pangit naman gagawin sasali kami diyan kasi nandyan sila ngayon, pero bukas hindi na. No, ang pangit naman nun. So mas maganda yung araw-araw nating ginagawa yung pag-aalaga sa ating kapaligiran. Yan. Maganda. Simple lang. Kahit yung maging linis lang kayo ng harapan nyo. Isang bagay na yun na I think dapat yun na gawin natin para masabi natin maging malinis ang ating kapaligiran at nakakatulong din tayo sa environment. Tulad ng sinabi ni Sen, avoid natin yung pagsusunog ng ating mga basura. Maganda naman yan i-segregate na. Actually, may mga bagay naman na ibebenta may mga plastic, mga bottles, binibili naman yan in kilo para at least baka tulong na rin sa kayo sa pag-segregation ng mga basura. At the same time, kumikita kayo sa maliit na halaga. Actually, sa ibang bansa, sabi nila may kapalit daw yun ng mga cooking can, yung mga meron silang hinuhulog doon tapos may kapalit silang mga voucher for food or mga soft drinks, ganyan. So sana ganun din sa atin para maka-encourage din tayo na mas maraming kabataan, at ating mga may edad na rin natin, may encourage din natin na sila maging mag-segregate din ng mga basura para at least hindi tayo makasira ng ating kapaligiran. Kasi yung pagbababara ng mga kanal, nagkukos yan ng mga floods sa iba't ibang area natin, lalo na sa mga cities. So kung magiging maayos tayo sa pag-segregate ng basura at hindi tayo tapon saan-saan, hindi magbabara-bara yung ating mga estero at mga kanal. At least masisure natin na wala tayong problema sa drainage system natin at may iwasan natin yung baha. At hindi tayo magkakasakit kasi leptospirosis, mga ano-ano pa dyan na pwede nyo makuha sa mga duduming tubig sa baha. So pagka wala nun, so maayos ang ating kapaligiran. Anyway, punta muna tayo dito naman sa Batangas. Ask ko muna regarding sa Batangas, ang Batangas ay isa, sa tulad ng sinabi ko na isa sa mga maraming beach na makikita, dito sa lugar nila. ino-offer nila yung maraming places, no, na pwedeng bisitahin. Even though sa Isabela napakarami ring lugar na pwedeng bisitahin, medyo malayo lang, pero ito near Manila. Ikaw ba, Ira, ano ba as Batangueña, I'm sorry, ano yung pwede mong i-offer sa ating manonood na ma-encourage mo silang to visit Batangas?
Okay. So as a graduate of tourism, so in Batangas State University, so I would like to promote that every tourist should be like, we should encourage them to be be responsible, not just us. Because, di ba, alam naman natin tayong Philippines, dinadaya talaga tayo ng mga foreigners. And it's also important for them to be educated too on how we can show them how we love our planet or how we love Philippines. Because through that, parang we can inspire them that they will not just apply it here in the Philippines, but also in their country. And I'm just really glad about that because I saw firsthand. I lived in Batangas for almost like 5 years already. So I graduated there and in Batangas State University, and I've learned that Batangas City is more than just being known as from their alae accent, but they're also known when it comes to their environmental initiatives. Actually, if you don't know, we also have environmental code in Batangas City. So it consists of 24 articles that has 176 sections just to promote or just to protect the environment aspect in Batangas, and I'm just really proud of that because many people can see that Batangueños, they're just known for their alae accent when it comes to their beaches, but they don't know the initiatives and the awards that Batangas City is really getting as of now. And I am just really glad to represent the green industrial city of Batangas because I'm a person who's just really in tune of my emotions, and I can see that through the actions of Batangas, you can see that their action is also in tune through Earth's breathing. That's why I'm really proud of Batangas City.
Yan, no? Actually, meron dun yung isang parang island na parang...
yes.
Oo, nakalimutan ko yung
Isla
parang...
Verde.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, actually, sir, just to share on that. So, I actually firsthand experienced how, like, the life in Isla Verde, and sir, sobrang ganda talaga niya. And I think my team, they're nag-enjoy din talaga sila and experience nila yung ganda ng Isla Verde. And if you don't know, guys, ang Isla Verde is center of marine biodiversity. That's why I'm really proud of that. But of course, even though Isla Verde is known as the center of marine biodiversity, there is still problems that we have to address. Of course, wala namang perfect. There's always room for improvement. I'm also glad that our government or LGUs is also working on that, and I am really excited to work with my LGUs to be able to develop Isla Verde and still maintain the center, being the center of marine biodiversity.
Oo, maraming magagandang places dyan sa Batangas actually na minsan hindi natin na-discover. May marami ring din resort na hindi pa naman siya ganun kakilala pero napakaganda, no? Lalo sa mga lugar ng San Juan, ang dami ding beaches doon, no? At mga resorts. May napuntahan din ako yan, napalimutan ko lang pangalan, pero napakaganda rin po talaga ng places at nagpapasalamat ako doon sa nag-invite sa akin doon. Anyway, tawag dito, punta naman tayo sa Isabela. Isabela, marami rin magagandang places. So, ikaw naman, Zen, ask ko lang, pwede mo ba silang encourage na to visit Isabela? At ano yung mga magagandang places na sa palagay mong best na hindi nila mare-regrets na puntahan when they visit Isabela?
Yes po, Sir Mike. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I am joining 𝗣𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗶 Pilipinas this year. Not only to promote my advocacy of convivial conservation. So when we say convivial conservation, it's the balance between urbanization and our environmental preservation. Especially ako, I came from a humble family of farmers. So if you guys don't know that. And nakikita ko that there's a lot of spoilage in our crops. So since Binibini will always be Binibini, it's a very prestigious pageant and it has a lot of reach. So hopefully I garner the attention of our government and I get the chance to work with them to create a sustainable transportation system so that our crops from the province, not only here in Northern Luzon, not only in my hometown and the neighboring provinces, but all throughout the Philippines to reach the metropolitan areas. And of course, in exchange of that, we will be having lower prices for our vegetables here sa mga metro areas natin. And then now, let's go back sa aking province. Of course, there's a lot of things to highlight about Isabela province. It's the most beautiful province that I have seen so far, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a proud Isabelina. First of all, we are surrounded by the 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗶 mountain range, and there it's actually concluded by our government as a national park. So it was highlighted in one of my tourism videos, I believe, from Miss Philippines Earth. There is a very secluded part of Isabela na meron talaga kaming magandang beaches, and 𝗟𝗏 Mountain range is very much nearby, and there is a large waterfall. I believe it's one of the highest waterfalls that I've seen, pero they haven't measured it yet, so it is not yet declared as one of the highest waterfalls here. And aside from that, there's also a how do you call this? Like a turtle hatching part.
Yun ba yung
Yes.
Love Island? Doon meron
No,
sila-
it's different po. The Love Island is different as well. So, aside from that, kasi usually when you think of Isabela, it's just rice fields, right? But we are actually abundant in Mother Nature, so we're surrounded by the 𝗟𝗏 Mountain Range, and then we also have a lot of pristine beaches. And one of our pride is Palanan. So if you guys want to enjoy a serene time and bonding with your family and friends while enjoying the beautiful beach at peace, you should visit Isabela. It's definitely something you should put on your bucket list. And of course, hindi din po papatalo yung mga local delicacies namin, diba?
Oo, dami.
Yes. So if you're into sweets, sa Santiago City, we have patupad. It's rice cake that is made out of, syempre, yung madikit nating kanin and sugar cane. So it's all natural and organic. So for you health buffs, you can have a bite or two. And then sa Kabatuan, we also have another delicacy for you dessert lovers. It's called moriecos. It's made out of glutinous rice flour, and then yung, I don't know how you call it. I think you call it latik in Tagalog. Yeah. So, and then when we go to Kabagan, we have Pansit Kabagan. It's one of the pride of Isabela. So you guys should visit my province kasi you will not just enjoy the scenery but also the food.
Si Vice Gov, nilutuan ako niyan yung Pansit Kabagan. Sobrang sarap. Sobra. O yun. At Sir Tony Pet. Yan. Thank you doon sa Pansit Kabagan na
Ayan,
niluto
shout
mo
out
sa
po.
akin. Ang bait na ni. Binimitahan kami sa bahay nila. Ano rin siya doon
Yes
sa
po.
Kabagan. No? So, nilutuan niya talaga ako ng pansit doon. Tuwang-tuwa ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, ang sarap nito, sir. Oh, ako nagluto niyan. Ayun. Anyway, tawag dito. Dahil heritage ngayon ang ating topic, no, doon sa Miss Philippines Earth, mag-a-ask din ako ng question. Even though you are aiming for being part of Binibining Pilipinas. Actually, itong guest natin nagkabaliktad eh. Former
Yes
Binibining
po.
Pilipinas, former Miss
Nag-switch
Earth,
kami.
pero nag-switch sila.
Lang.
No? Oo, nag-switch sila ngayon. No? So, sila naman ngayon magpapalitan na. No? But, syempre, gusto ko din sana magkaroon din sila ng mga title dito sa mga pageant na papasukan nila. Actually, nalulungkot lang ako ng bahagya sa Binibining Pilipinas. Before kasi, when you say Binibining Pilipinas, sila yung para sa akin pinaka-top among the top, no? Pageant. What year you joined Binibining Pilipinas?
2022. That was one of the strongest
tingnan mo,
batch.
2 years before
Very
pa.
manugo yung
no?
laban.
Before nung 2019 yata yun or 2019 or 2018, hawak pa nila yung Miss Universe, no? Oo.
Yes.
And during that time, no, talagang masasabi ko na talagang pag sinabing Binibining Pilipinas, talagang pinagkakaguluhan kasi lahat sila they're aiming na they were representing universe, no? Pero ngayon nalungkot lang ako kasi nawala na, medyo international na lang, then globe. I don't know kung ano pa yung ano ba yung nadagdag pa sa ngayon.
As of now, I don't have any idea.
Yes, but there's not any press release yet kung may
Wala.
mananagdag or
Huwag
not.
natin pangunahan, baka
Yes, it's important to have them
baka mamaya maano tayo dito,
to announce it.
mapaul.
Pero regardless naman, even if there's lesser crowns, Binibini will always be Binibini.
Yes, oo.
The prestige is always there.
Oo. Actually, yung mga binibining Pilipinas, no, lalo-lalo sa lahat mga naging candidate at nagiging candidate nito, talagang meron silang parang sisterhood, no?
Yes.
Na nabubuo, no? Walang talagang tulungan sila kahit tapos na ang Binibining Pilipinas way back, pag nagkita-kita sila magkakilala pa rin sila kahit magkaiba silang batch.
Yes,
Totoo yun, no? Doon ako natutuwa, no? They love each other, no? Feeling ko nga dapat magkaroon kayo ng reunion, di ba? Dapat yung 60th nag-invite kayo ng mga former Binibining Pilipinas candidate para get together with the current, di ba? Parang
Yes, po, actually, Sir Mike, they actually done that. Like, even for the promotional videos for Binibining Pilipinas to invite applicants, they invited a lot of past Binibining Pilipinas candidates and winners.
Oo, di ba? Sana at least mas mapil nila yung camaraderie ng sisterhood ng Binibining Pilipinas na sinasabi na Binibini is always a Binibini, di ba?
Yes, sir. Because Binibini is not only aiming for the crown, but it also creates bonds of friendship that can last a lifetime.
Yes,
Anyway,
actually, totoo yan.
yan. Let's talk about heritage. No? Recently, nagkaroon tayo ng problem. Actually, hinanap ko sa 200 peso bill ko kanina yung swimming pool, no? Dun sa
Chocolate Hills.
Nandun yun,
doon sa
atago.
Bohol. Pagkatag hindi ko makita eh. So, ayan, no, tatanong ka rin sa kanila, no, bilang not only for Binibining Pilipinas at Miss Philippines Earth. Do you think, no, kasi actually hindi lang pala to no, maski dun sa Mount Apo, isa rin sa mga protected area pero nagkaroon din ng mga resort, no,
Yes.
recently na nai-news din to aside dun sa Bohol. Meron din pala sa Mount Apo. And for sure, no, marami pa dyan na hindi pa natin na-discover. We don't know what DENR doing. I mean, dapat kasi sila yung unang-unang nagsisay no dito kasi they are the one who giving permit to para mag-construct.
Yeah.
O
To operate.
mag-construct din sila doon ng kanilang mga establishment or bahay or whatsoever kung naman plans nila. Kasi alam ko, according dun sa nabasa ko na statement din recently, dun sa mga may-ari ng lupa, dun sa Bohol, no? Dun sa mga Chocolate Hills, they allowed to build but hindi dapat masyadong
Large scale.
yung takaw pansin sa landscape o yung makakasira, hindi bawal ka nga magtayo ng malalaking bahay dun parang simple lang, parang at yung pwede yung kubo, naman yung parang part of natin na lumang bahay, no? Parang at least katanggap-tanggap, no? At medyo greenish pa rin siya tingnan, no? Pero ngayon nga nagkaroon ng mga ganyan. As galing ka rin sa Miss Philippines Earth at ikaw din as of now as a candidate, since heritage ang inyong topic for this year, do you think having, no, itong kakaroon ng mga establishment sa mga heritage sites are allowable for you as Earth Warriors, actually former Earth Warriors, pero actually still no, nandun pa rin, nandun yung
Yes,
puso
I
niya,
will always be.
still, no, na Earth Warriors pa rin siya. Ikaw, unahin na kita bilang Miss Philippines Earth candidate, do you think okay lang ba sa'yo na ganyan dahil binibigyan naman daw sila ng permit and clearances from DENR at ng local government to build their resort on that said mga heritage site dito sa ating bansa?
Actually, I understand the intention when it comes to developing the tourism of Bohol or Chocolate Hills, but I also want to discuss the entrepreneur's perspective, because as an entrepreneur, you don't just focus on the gains and profits of your business. That's one of the purpose of business plan. So the purpose of business plan is you really have to take a look if your business is sustainable and if it will affect on kung saan ka magtatayo ng ng business. And I think the same way and manner when it comes to conserving our heritage sites, and of course when it comes to our environment, that is also important to take a look if it is sustainable and if it will harm or it will make a difference on our heritage. Because I think with that kind of problem, I'm just really grateful that we are really educated. But I think it is also time for us to use that knowledge as a responsibility for us to take charge and be knowledgeable on how we can get through this. Because if you don't know, Chocolate Hills is at the back of our 200 peso bill.
Yes.
So it's part of our identity. It's part of our blood. And though we call it Chocolate Hills, of course, you cannot eat it, of course, literally. But I think it's also important for us to show the sweetness, not just to promote tourism and promote tourists to get more tourists, but also show some sweetness for our environment, to conserve it and be responsible of our own identity.
I think marami namang way in order to have, tulad sinabi niya bilang entrepreneur, maraming way naman para kumita sila. Not putting a resort that na makakasira talaga sa images or sa itsura mismo ng ating mga heritage sites. So mas maganda in better way, no? Siguro meron pa namang marami namang paraan diyan, no? But hindi na lang sila sell into products, no? Marami naman silang
There's
pwedeng,
a lot of ways that we can promote Chocolate Hills, actually.
Pwede rin naman katulad nung iba, 'di ba? Kung sa lugar ng Carmen, meron parang stair doon paakyat sa Chocolate Hills para makita. Magtayo rin sila doon banda doon at tapos maningil na lang.
And yun din parang na-realize ko din that you really have to draw a line if kailan ba dapat and ano ba yung mali.
Oo.
So, yeah.
Actually, dapat ganun talaga. Protektahan pa rin natin. Anyway, si Sen naman, bilang Earth Warrior, I'm sure alam niya rin to kasi nakita niya rin to. At I know na dismaya din siya during the time na lumabas ito sa mga balita. At pakinggan natin yung kanyang opinion ungkol dito sa pangyayaring to. Sige, go ahead.
Yes po. So as an Earth Warrior and a Bini-Bini aspirant, it actually saddens me that one of the recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage here in the Philippines has had that fate. And actually looking forward, like into our future, what will our future generations see, diba? That it's not as pristine as it was anymore. That is why actually I am full of pride that I am an Isabelino. I told you that the Sierra Mountain Range that is covered in the Isabela province is declared as National Park. And one of the ways that my government actually preserves our Mother Nature is that they take care of that area very wisely and very sustainably. So I hope that throughout our country, we have to have a balance between our urbanization and, of course, our preservation for Mother Earth. Kasi hindi lang naman pwede na we just build and build and build. Because right now, we are facing the crisis that is being drawn to us by global warming. And it is not good. So how much more for the future generations to come? So we should not just only think about ourselves and our personal gains, just like what Ira said earlier, but of course we also have to think ahead of times. Kasi when we leave this earth, we only leave a small mark, sana, but not a mark as drastic and as bad as what's happening right now. So hopefully, ayun nga, we draw a line. When it comes to urbanization and profit gains, there should always be a way to earn profit and to create businesses without destroying too much of the highlights, one of the things that we are known for worldwide. Because a lot of tourists come to the Philippines not only to see the pristine beaches, but to also see the Chocolate Hills. So hopefully in the future, no more UNESCO recognized World Heritage in the Philippines would be lambasted in any way.
Actually ako, personally talagang upset ako. Pero natutuwa din naman ako kahit paano. Ngayon nagtuturo na rin yung ano bang pangalan nung resort na yon, na hindi lang daw sila, wag lang naman daw itutok yung mata sa kanila kasi may mas malala pa daw sila. Ibig sabihin, yung sila bilang palagay natin nakakasira na sa mata ng chocolate hills, meron pa mas malala doon. So I think dapat din maging patas din tayo sa lahat. Hindi pwedeng isang establishment lang tutukan natin, then after that parang namang pinag-iinitan lang natin isang business
exactly.
lang. So kung ang purpose natin is to clear out at mapaganda uli yung ating heritage site, dapat lahat, no?
Yes.
Hindi păding sila lang, no? Dahil sila lang yung na-vlog, no?
Yes.
Dapat lahat sila. Kung sino man yung nagpababiolate, no, sa palagay nating dinudumihan yung ating heritage site, dapat lahat sila. Anyway, punta naman tayo ngayon dito sa ating bansa, no? Actually, I would like to ask first, no, unang-una sa mga beauty queens. Ito, kahapon recently, I've talked to some of my friends from NBI, and also may CIDG din akong kausap, and then may kausap din akong mga reporters, no? And we're talking about si Camille, no? Cameron, no? Tama ba? Kalimutan ko yung first name. Tama ba yung binanggit ko yung first name niya? Pero taga 𝗟𝗶𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗀, Batangas to, no? Isang beauty queen na hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin po siya nakikita, no? And I feel very sorry, no, na sa isang beauty queen na mapasama siya sa ganitong tragedy, no? Kasi bilang beauty queen, I do know, no, not only promoting tourism but also yung kanilang advocacy, no, ay dala-dala nila everywhere they go, no? No matter what, they win or they lose, they will still continue what they started, no? Ayun ang pagkakaalam ko sa mga beauty queen kasi almost lahat na nakilala ko, ganun sila, no? So nasad ako sa kanya, and then we're talking about, no, na kahapon na ano ba, kamusta na yung kaso, ganyan-ganyan whatsoever. And then hindi na ako magsasalita about sa mga lead na kinukwento sa akin ng mga NBI and then ng CIDG. Pero in some way, no, tanungin din natin atong mga beauty queen, ano ba napipil nyo once na you have, no, ikaw, unahin na kita, you're from Batangas. When you heard one of the beauty queens has been no, parang napunta sa mga ganitong uri ng tragedy, medyo masakit din ba? At ano yung mga pag-iingat din na ginagawa mo by yourself para at least hindi naman matulad, no, sa mga pangyayaring ganito na katulad ng sinapit ni Cameron?
Actually, it kind of saddens me because she's also Batangueña, so she's my kababayan. And with regards to protecting ourselves, I think first, I am really fond of doing boxing just for self-defense. Because as a beauty queen, we already evolved, pageantry already evolved. Like every beauty queens can now speak their mind, can now really walk their advocacy. So it's like para kaming politician. Yeah, right? So we're like politicians, and it's also important for us to really protect ourselves, and also with just protecting ourselves, it's all about protecting what is in my heart on what I currently believe in. It's like protecting also the community that I believe in. So with regards about that, I think it's also important that governments can also help us protect ourselves, because we also need laws. Of course, I know we have basic rights for women and everything, but I think it is also important for us to strengthen those laws for us to be able to like sleep in the night na hindi kami nag-iisip kung kami ba ay safe. But all in all, I'm just really glad to be here in this industry, because with the mentors or the people that I met, I've learned how to really be strong and be able to defend myself at all times.
And I hope, no, just sa mga taga Batangas, pray lang tayo na sana magkaroon ng justice yung nangyayari ngayon kay Cameron, at sana makita na rin siya kung whatever the result it is, pero kasi masyado nang matagal, no, yung siyang nawawala. Anyway, ikaw Sen, ikaw bilang beauty queen din, when after you heard it, ikaw ba anong sa palagay mo rin na dapat mong igawin to protect yourself at para di rin ma-involve sa mga ganitong pangyayari katulad na nangyari kay Cameron?
Yeah. Actually, first and foremost, I actually feel deep sorrow in my heart about what Catherine went through, and I sincerely hope that she surfaces up soon, and of course, well and alive. That is all in our prayers. And as a woman, not only as a beauty queen, since we are all now exposed in the world of technology, people can stalk you really fast. You can just type the name on Google, Facebook, or any social networking sites, and you can find out a lot about a person. So one of the things that I maintain is that even though I post a lot, I make sure that I keep something to myself. And not only with our social media postings, but we have to make sure that the people that we associate with are safe to be around with. Kasi that's where we get into trouble sometimes. So we have to choose. It's something that my lola actually told me ever since I was young. I think I remember 3 years old. You have to choose your friends wisely. You have to choose the people around you na makakapagbigay sa'yo ng safety and aral and not lead you to the wrong way. So that's one thing of protecting yourself actually long term. And aside from that, I agree with Ira. She said that we need to learn self-defense. So I've also learned some self-defense techniques myself, but I'm not gonna tell it to anyone so that if ever I get attacked, diba? You'll be surprised. baka kasi madepensahan nyo, diba?
Baka madepensahan ka din no?
Of course, yeah. So we need self-defense, of course, and of course we have to protect our privacy as well as beauty queens, as public figures. We cannot show everything online.
Yes.
Okay, we can make our pasabog photos, you know, pampaingay and all that, but there should always be a limit. Kasi kapag sumusobra, then that's when the harm starts. So, as a beauty queen and as a woman, because as women actually are more vulnerable to kidnapping, assaults, and all kinds of violence, so we need to take more protection, extra protection, in taking care of ourselves. So, in social media, we should always keep some privacy to ourselves, especially with our locations. And then, of course, physically, you have to be able to defend yourself. So be it bring how do you call that, the electrocuting thingy or pepper spray or learn some learn some self-defense
Or maybe
techniques.
because I'm from Batangas, Balisong.
Balisong is a little
Balisong,
bit
yeah.
dangerous because we might, you know, get interrogated when we go to establishments. But yeah, we need to have these safety measures, and wag tayong sasama sa kung sino-sino lang. We need to have a background checks on all the individuals that we meet and we accompany. So that's very important. It's something that's instilled in my mind by my lola. I'm raised by my lola since I was 3 months old. Since my mom's an OFW, so she's gone all the time. But I'm glad na I was really taught well and protected well by my family.
And agree ako dun kasi parang as a beauty queen, you really have to draw boundaries.
Yes, so
When to say no and when to say yes.
Actually, no, meron din ako mga isa napapansin din. Minsan na-upset din ako. Kaya minsan nahiya na lang din akong lumapit sa mga beauty queen para magpa-pictures or whatsoever, or sa mga girls, models or whatsoever. Kasi nakikita ko may mga tao kasing parang magpapapictures lang, nakaakap pa. Makikita mo yung mga ganun talaga, no, nakaakap na as in pinapasok talaga nila kamay nila sa bewang. Tapos meron pang iba dyan mahawak sa mga hindi magandang part ng babae, no, which is parang naiisip ko, ano ba tingin nyo sa babae? Hindi ba tao yan? Parang toys lang sa inyo, whatsoever. So, I hope sa mga guys, no, hindi ko naman nilalahat kasi may mga matitinuri naman, no. Pero avoid natin yun. Respect din naman natin sila, no. Kung magpapapicture tayo, we can ganun lang naman. Hindi naman kailangan na ipasok mo yung kamay mo sa katawan niya, whatsoever. Hindi naman na proper yun, ano. Let them be. Kasi may mga beauty queen din na humahawak din. Sabi, nahiya nga ako. Sabi, teka, may kiliti ako dyan. Ginagano ka dyan. No, so, hindi, naiintindihan ko naman yan. Pero siguro nakasalayan nila. Pero I hope, I will, advise din yung mga beauty queen. Huwag tayo masyadong, don't let them masyadong touchy, no? I mean yung
Yes,
mga taong sa paligid natin, lalo na hindi natin kilala. Either mga mapapotographer yan o whatsoever. Tsaka be aware din sa mga photographer kasi may mga photographer din na they taking picture of something na hindi dapat makunan, no? So be mindful lang din sa mga kumukuha ng picture sa palagay mong medyo parang hindi yata ako mukha ko yung kinukunan nun na parang may mga ganun talaga, no? So be mindful lang na at least nakikilala natin yung mga tao sa paligid natin by their act, no? O kasi usually ganun na makikita mo kung ano yung galaw nila, maisip mo dapat pala mag-ingat ako sa taong to, parang ganun.
Yes, and just to
Actually,
add,
yes po. Sir Mike, I would like to thank you for giving that warning to everyone, no? Because us beauty queen, usually we are objectified, right, Ira? So, hopefully you guys don't see us. I mean, hindi ko po nilalahat, but I hope that people don't see us as just object. We are actually women of substance, intelligence, and we are fighting for something. That's why we are in this platform. So, ayun, hopefully you heed to Sir Mike's advice. And of course, give us some respect as well. So thank you so much, Sir Mike. We appreciate that so much.
Tao rin naman kasi siya. Actually, kung tingin natin sa sarili natin as a human, ganun din sila. At wag natin silang tingin as parang an object, no?
Yes.
They are also human like you, may puso, may damdamin, nasasaktan, rin yan, naiilang, nahihiya, no? So, lahat yan, no? Kung ano man yung nararamdaman mo, nararamdaman niya rin yun. So, kaya nga natutuwa nga ako ngayon kasi ngayon parang may equality na from men and women. Kasi before, pag sinabing men, medyo above siya kasi pagdating sa trabaho, lagi silang priorities, whatsoever. Ngayon, maski women, pwede na. Kung ano yung trabaho ng mga lalaki, pwede na rin trabaho ng babae. Kung si kuya, may videographer din na babae. No?
Yes,
May cameraman na rin na babae.
I agree
So,
with that.
lahat po yan, no, pwede nang gawin ng babae. Meron din ako nakitang karpentero na babae, meron din ako nakikita nag-construction na babae. So, driver, tricycle driver, piloto, no? Lahat. Almost siguro lahat ng field ng lalaki, nandun na lahat, no? So, kayang-kaya nila gawin, no? So, kung ano man yung kaya natin gawin, ganun din sila. So, dapat pantay din ang tingin natin sa kanila. Kung yung respeto mo sa sarili mo, ganun din dapat yung respeto mo ibibigay mo sa
Yes,
kanila.
and just to add on that lang then, Sir Mike, I just want to appreciate the organizations or the pageant organizations that we have, just like for DPCI and Miss Philippines organization, and they're just really protective of their girls. And I just want to commend that and really appreciate that because we also need a protection from the people who's currently surrounding us. And that's what I really appreciate in the pageant industry, especially when it comes to pageant media. They're also protective of the girls. And yeah, I'm just really grateful to be surrounded with good individuals.
Yes, so
Yes po. And lastly lang po, not only with the pageant organizations, but to the camp that's taking care of us.
Yes.
Ayan, they always give us advices, you know, that do not exchange your dignity for the crown, something like that. So
Yes,
they always give us good advices. So thank you din po, Kagandahang Flores, especially to Tito Rodgel and Tito Gio for taking good care of us.
Actually, natutuwa nga rin ako kasi kahit paano, ako naniniwala pa rin ako na meron pa naman natitirang mga matitinong tao dito sa industriya ng pageant at mga sponsors din na matitino. No? But hindi ko naman sinasabing na papasukan tayo ng mga pero hindi talaga nawawala yan, no? Yung may mga ibang intention whatsoever, but ang gawin na lang natin in order to avoid that, kung sa palagay natin na medyo alam mo na medyo iba siya among the others, no, medyo distansyahan mo na lang din para hindi ka masama, no, sa mga kalokohan na ginagawa nila. Mahirap din yan kasi may mga tao ring ikaw ayaw mo pero nakitang kausap mo, may ibang mga pageant media dyan, di ko naman nilalat kasi vlogger lang iba kasi kasi sa amin bawal kasi yun na magsusulat ka na wala kang evidence kasi pwede kang sampahan ng libel, no? So iba kasi pag nakita lang kausap si ganun, may maggagawa na sila ng chismis na ganyan-ganyan na, no? So hindi man lang nila iisip na tinanong mo ba siya, baka naman di rin niya gusto kausap yun, napipilitan lang siya. Di ba something ganyan? May mga kasi may mga beauty queen din na kailangan din kasi talaga nilang humarap, no? Sa mga tao as respect, no? O sa mga sponsors, no? Kailangan nila gawin 'yon at hindi ko kinakailan, kailangan talaga ng gawin 'yon kasi sponsor sila eh. So and that was the organizer want to also to feel, no, yung mga sponsor are welcome to the candidate and candidates should be also welcome from the na sponsor. So ano yan, parang bigayan yan, no? So lang, intindihin lang natin, pero tulad ng sinabi ko, put a limit, tulad ng sinabi ni Sen, lagyan natin ng limitasyon ng mga bagay-bagay, no? Kung sa palagay natin nag-aabab na sila, bawa humingi na ng telephone number, saan ka nakatira, pero medyo bakit po?
You know what, for beauty queens, it's also important to always, it's just okay to say no. Because
Yes.
sometimes, most of the beauty queens, parang napapansin ko, they're all people pleasers.
Yes,
Because
oo.
of course, gusto namin makuha yung, gusto namin ma-please yung fans namin. But just to remind you, it's okay to say no. It's like saying no is also a self-respect and a self-love for you.
Anyway, ito, meron akong last question na lang, no? As a beauty queen, how would you encourage other girls, no, na ma-encourage mo rin sila na maging beauty queen din? At ano yung mga factor? Kasi yung iba kasi, ay, pang maganda lang yan, no? Actually, gusto ko nga tanungin si Sen, no? Kasi ang apelido niya, Khan, no?
Yes.
Unang pumasok sa akin na word na Khan is si Genghis Khan. Sabi ko, may pakalo ba Mongolian to, Sen? Pero mukha siyang Mama Mary, ang liwanag niya sa TV, no? Grabe, no? Sabi ko parang lumiliwanag siya sa TV. Anyway, tawag dito, ayun, tanong ko sa iyo, wala ka mga halong Mongolian,
Wala naman po. My mom is Filipino with Chinese descent, and then my dad is British Pakistani.
Ayun, doon niya nakuha yung Khan.
Yes po.
Yun. Kasi iniisip ko, baka may pagka-Mongolian to si Sen, kaya matapang to.
Pero Genghis Khan actually invaded a lot of countries back in his time. So probably baka indirect descendant tayo.
Diba?
There's a slim chance.
Matatapang yung mga Khan, kaya ingat kayo dyan.
Plus I'm Ilocano, so I'm born strong.
Biro lang. Anyway, tawag dito, ayun nga, ask ko sa inyo, bilang beauty queen, how would you encourage other girls, no, na maging beauty queen din sila? Kasi actually, marami namang iba na hindi ganun kaganda, pero natatransform din nila sarili na to parang mailabas nila yung tunay nilang ganda o beauty, no, in other ways or whatsoever. How would you encourage other people or other girls na maging beauty queen din katulad nyo? Start tayo kay Zen naman muna. Go ahead.
So I actually come from a humble background. I came from a family of farmers, and my mom is a single mom. She worked in Hong Kong for many years as a domestic helper, but I am proud of that. Kasi dahil doon, nakapagtapos ako ng pag-aaral. So even though you come from a humble beginning,
Yes.
if you really want to reach your dream, you should go work hard, strive to go get it. This is actually my third time to join a national pageant, and they say third time's a charm. So I've put all my confidence, my tenacity, and my mental strength into joining again, and hopefully cinching the crown this time. So don't forget to have that passion inside you. Don't let the passion that is burning inside you die down. That's the most important thing. And beauty queen is actually not just about beauty. Actually, in the past, I was a very shy person when I was young. But what I did to improve my communication skills is since high school, I've joined debate teams. And in university, I was also part of my collegiate debate team. So if there are things that you think you have to improve in yourself, you have to. Because life is a how do you call this? Like, education is actually a lifelong process. So you learn as you go along. So it's the same thing with your beauty queen journey. You learn as you go along, and you have to have that diligence and that drive to really aim for that crown. Because if you don't have that, then you won't be able to have the chance to get that most coveted and prestigious crown. So it doesn't matter, mayaman ka man, mahirap ka man, if you have a dream and you're willing to work hard for it, remember always that hard work always beats talent and wealth. So as long as you work hard, you have that drive, you have the passion, you have the heart for it, just go and pursue your dream because you will never know, diba? Maybe one day you'd be the next Miss Universe, you'll be the next Miss International, and maybe Ira might be the next Miss Earth.
Yes.
So just go for it because life is too short.
Yes,
Yes.
yun. I do believe in that. Uy, thank you for that answer. Anyway, I hope may natutunan kay Sen, no? Kasi dapat patuloy kayo talaga na tuparin yung mga dreams nyo, no? Either not only to become a beauty queen, but also yung dreams na gusto nyong gawin, no? So, huwag kayong mawawala ng pag-asa na to reach that kasi yun yung gusto mo, no? Tsaka huwag nyong hayaan na sirain or tawag dito parang stall, no, yung dreams sa inyo. I mean yung kasi ba dinidiscourage kayo, ay naku, wag niyan, hindi ka bagay diyan. May mga ganyan tao talaga. Pero kung ayun yung nasa puso mo, yun ang sundin mo, wag mo sundin yung mga sinasabi ng iba. Mas best yun kasi sigurado ko may mapupuntahan ka kasi yun yung nasa heart mo eh. Yun, mas mailalabas mo yung sarili mo doon sa gusto mo, di ba?
Yes,
Dahil sa
exactly,
napipilitan
Sir
ka
Mike.
lang, di ba? Oh,
Tama,
anyway,
tama
dito
po.
naman tayo kay Ira. Ira, ikaw, how would you tawag dito, encourage those girls na maging beauty queen din katulad mo? Ikaw, paano ka ba nahubog sarili mo as a beauty queen and then how would you encourage them to be one like you?
Okay, so listening with Senet's message kind of reminds me of my journey of how I started because I started as a pageant fan myself. So during that time, I was just watching Jamie Harrell's show. So she's our Miss Earth 2014, if I'm not mistaken. 2014 or 2013.
Yes, or
So,
14, si Jamie Harrell.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she was just wearing a red gown that time, and her reaction is really cute. I actually met her like last week, and I was just telling her, you know what, you're one of the reasons why I wanted to become a beauty queen. So going back, so it's also important to always have faith, and also important to always make the most out of it because I started doing pageants since 2017 when I moved to Batangas City because when I was in grade school, I was just studying in Quezon Province. And my parents was kind of strict. They don't want me to join pageants, but I wanted to really explore life. And as I venture or dip my toes into the world of pageantry, I saw how hard it is to be trained, to like train your communication skills and also your passerella. So that's really important. But if you really have that kind of determination and you really have the heart to do it, I mean, you can get through it. Because just to let you know, I mean, a pageant is not for everyone. It really comes with hard work, with determination, and your heart. Because as I told earlier, pageantry of today kind of evolved. Beauty queens now can speak their mind. They're now an advocate. So you really have to know your purpose. Before joining pageant, you have to, of course, empower yourself first. You have to lead yourself first in order for you to lead other people also. That's really important as a beauty queen. And I'm also grateful that I am surrounded by great individuals who are just really talented. So I also have here my videographer, Nico, and also my stylist, and everyone in my team, and also the team that I had before. They mold me into the era from Ira, who is shy and silent, to Ira, who is now really talkative and unstoppable. So I was just really grateful to all of the people that I met, and also when it comes to their stories, because I'm a type of person who is a listener, and when I listen, I learn from them, and from then, as I learn from them, I tend to, of course, share their test as a testimony to all of the people that I'll be encountering, to inspire them and to be able for them to move forward. And as you become an aspirant, always believe that nothing is impossible. You just have to keep believing, and you just have to believe in yourself.
Yan. Anyway, 3:02 na at susunod na rin natin. Pero bago yan, no, bibigyan natin sila muna ng pagkakataon na mag-invite at suportahan, no, ang ating mga kandidata dito sa kanilang mga pageant. Si Sen, I don't know kung pwede na siya mag-promote. But anyway, let's pray, no, na sana masama siya. No. I will be there on April 5 to support, no, to support Sen, no, at iba pa natin mga friends for Binibining Pilipinas. I'll be there dun sa ating place sa may Cubao. And then,
See you
Sen,
guys.
go ahead. May mga tawag dito. Pwede mo ba sila invite to support you at the same time? Go ahead.
Yes po. So before I invite everyone, I would just like to thank everyone who has helped me throughout my preparation for the 𝗣𝗍𝗍's final screening, especially to my mommy Arian Manzano for always being there. Kahit na medyo kapos kami sa pageant, she always finds ways to have me look presentable as always. And of course, to my kagandahang Flores Camp for always being there. And I would like to ask for everybody's prayers and support as I go through my final screening in 𝗣𝗍𝗍 Pilipinas 2024. So, especially sa aking mga kababayan, kat no mabalbalin, nayundak ijay kararagyo, tapno mapasali ito'y 2024 batch ti 𝗣𝗍𝗍 Pilipinas. Ajay lamang, agyaman na kanyayamin. Thank you very much.
Oh, di ba? Oh, even though gusto ko intindihin, malalaman ko din yan dito. Sige, go ahead, Ira, go ahead.
So, to everyone who is currently supporting me, of course, alae muna. So, ng kanyang dialect, alae sa mga Batanggenyos. So, I would like to first thank all of the people who truly believed in me. To be, just to share with you, Sir Mike, when I started joining pageants, I've already met Tito Roch since 2017. And he had helped me on how I can improve my passerella and communication skills, and I'm definitely grateful for all of the people who is just always supporting me, even if, of course, walang pig, kahit ano lang, ex-deal.
Yeah,
so,
ex-deal.
yes.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you. And to all of our supporters, thank you so much for your unwavering support and love. Actually, by just sharing or reacting on our photos, that means so much to us. And of course, to my current team, thank you so much to all of your creativity and all of the pasablogs, because without you, I couldn't be the era who is currently being here in the DCRJ. Radyo Bandido. And of course, first, salamat Sir Mike for inviting us, for allowing us to speak our minds and be able to talk about like current issues that is happening in the Philippines. And to all of the supporters of Miss Philippines Earth and also Miss Earth, I would like to invite you that this will be an exciting season of Miss Philippines Earth, because the theme now is heritage. It's all about promoting who we are, our identity, and our blood. So, stay tuned and abangan nyo yung mga pasabog, not just me and also my co-candidates. And don't forget to always spread love and kindness, because that's also important. Yeah.
So, maraming salamat sa inyo, Ira and Sen, para sa pagbisita nyo namin dito sa studio sa DCRJ 10 AM. Abangan nyo ulit kami sa Sabado. Sa ganap na pang-umaga na ako. Alas 8 ng umaga hanggang alas 9 ng umaga. No? O mula sa susunod na Sabado, April 6. Abangan nyo yan dito lang sa DCRJ 10 AM. Susunod na po ang programa ni Sir Sunny Ilustre, no? Ang Buhay Barangay. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat sa pagsama sa amin. Abangan nyo kami sa Sabado. Dito lang, tutok lagi kayo dito sa aming programa dito sa aming stasyon, DCRJ 10 AM. Thank you, Sen. Thank you, Ira.
Thank you for having us, Sir
Thank you,
Mike.
MPE. Thank you, 𝗣𝗍𝗍 Pilipinas.
everyone.
See you on April 5. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the station.